Okay. Yes, hello and welcome to, to Krastorio, which is a Factorio mod for anyone not knowing. Oh, hello, Crazy Bacon now. So just to explain, I'm going to pick up a save I was playing like basically a year ago. It's quite a while since I played this save. Hang on a second. Why is that going up and down? Oh, I don't care. Bitrate seems to be all over the place, but there you go. Yes, so it's a save I played a long time ago. And I actually played it on YouTube. I first started streaming. I tried to do YouTube streaming, but nobody watches on YouTube unless you already are somebody. So I basically have abandoned it, and it's it must be about a year. We're gonna see if I can play it. Basically, I suspect because there's been a lot of mod changes. There's been a lot of game updates. For example, the mod list. So when I played it, I think where is it? So these assets, that wasn't part of the mod set sort of thing. It was part actually. I think it was built into the main thing, and it's also started using the Factorio library. So I say we'll give it a go. It may be so completely broken. Old chemistry class mod. Yes. It may be so broken that it's probably best to just start again. I know there are machines. I have loaded it up and tried to see if it's even working. It does sort of load, but there are machines that are just sat there. Well, there are missing machines, so I don't even know what they are. I could have gone back and looked, but it didn't really seem any point. So it was this one that I loaded up. Yeah. So for example, we got some missing stuff here. And where was it? Look, I don't know what this was meant to be doing. What else have we got? Up here, these things. This was loading, presumably loading something in somewhere. Don't know what that was doing. We got just completely missing machines here. So there's a very good chance it's probably best just to completely start again. These are both feeding into something, but they've got no recipes. And I don't know what that machine was. So as I say, it's all a bit of a leftover mess, really, which is my fault entirely because I should have. Unlike these, so there's one of the things that's changed. All of my ammo's gone, basically, because it appears, and it may be one of the other mods, it might not be Krastorio 2, but in order to do, you now need to use these rifle magazines, where it was just a common thing before, or maybe you always had to use them and the mods changed, something like that. So I'm going to probably have a run round. Restart sounds like a better idea. I suspect it probably is, isn't it? Let's have a look and see if I can at least see what's wrong, as it were. It's got like Dectorio and stuff on it as well, which aren't really necessary for Krastorio, but quite good mods to play with. So what might this have been? This was me just chucking something in. Would this have been maybe making... Because I'm loading it in there. I think it's probably best to start again. Because what the heck was going on up here? This might have been... There's like a thing where it... what might this have been? Yeah. I mean, I still haven't really... I never got very far, so it's not exactly a great loss. It might also give me the opportunity... I might, switch biters to passive, basically. Because this is my first ever attempt at Krastorio 2. So I obviously set up a big copper smelting line for some reason. And that... What the heck are they? Oh, they're the different iron plates, isn't it? It has a different look to them for some reason. Oh, this looks like a production area. Okay. A lot of stuff missing. I wonder what was in there. Yeah, I think we'll start again. I mean, I have made some bits and pieces, haven't I? Yeah, let's start again. All right. I might just save this. I might try and pick it up and work out what was going on. But I think if we quit out, do a single player, new game, replay. I think what I'm going to do is switch the biters over to peaceful mode. I think we'll keep them like otherwise default, but that just... not even actively attack or expand. Yeah, so then there's a bit of combat going on, but I don't have to worry about defending myself, basically. But it gives me the option to play with any ammo type, weapon type stuff, I think. Shall I leave cliffs on? Let's leave them on. Right, let's see if we can get a seed preview going. You can't see the resources in our... It's because it has RSO on as well. You see, this is pretty. Research queue. I always forget to do that. There we go. There we go. You see, this is pretty. This map. This looks pretty. The map I'm using... Oh, I mean, it's varied anyway. I don't know about pretty, but it at least got varied terrain. So probably a bit too varied. That's a bit bonkers, isn't it? But the map I'm using for the aesthetic Factorio series, it's just this purple stuff, and it looks horrible when you're actually playing in it. I don't really know what I'm looking for because I can't see the resources with RSO on, so looks fine. I would say it's a bit on the varied side. I don't know if I don't even know what these do with... I think I'm going to turn cliffs off. Cliffs are just a pain in the butt. And we're not, not got any biters. Let's just play it. Yeah, go on then. Yes, thanks for reminding me about the research guy. I always forget about that. It does have these helper drones as well, which I remember playing before. They're a bit OP, if I'm honest. Which is what I mean. The thing with when I was playing it, I did get a few biter attacks, and they just wiped them out instantaneously, and it was like, well, there's almost no point. The biters being here. But can't I put something? Oh right, did I put them in already? Come here. Or is that just? Huh. I seem to remember putting them in before, rather than having them in before. But okay. Turn alt on. Oh yes, it gives you these extra things, doesn't it? Let's just grab the bits and pieces first, and then that's a power supply, isn't it? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because these are like little assemblers that it gives you beforehand. Now let's have a look, see if we can... Oh, the bites are quite close, aren't they? They're not over any resources though, so as I say, they're not going to do anything. Raw metal. Let's just go and have a quick look at that. So this is the rare metas rather. Okay. Now where's... Okay. Oh, they're quite nice. That's oil. Isn't there another fluid type? So let's just have a quick think. So if we were to put sort of power maybe here, and then we can do sort of a bit of smelting there, and also sort of trees there though. That's a bit painful. Okay. Fancy. Right, yeah. So I'm going to have to clear some of this out anyway. I remember these guys, because they'll automatically grab, like, so if I just do... In fact, why am I doing it by hand? See, they do it for you. But if it's a burnable thing, they basically put it in their inventory, put it in their, like, fuel store. I could just put this on, since there's so many trees, if I just put the filter on. No, not that. It's the trees rocks only. Okay. Do all of that. Bit inconvenient, that being right there. Now, I seem to recall... Why are you not picking them up? Oh, because you're doing it? Okay. Right, so let's grab these rocks. Is there any stone? Oh, it's there. Oh, that's tiny. Okay. Yeah, so see, I've got very little, but they put it all in their inventories, which, I don't know, given they start with a companion reactor, it's like, it's not very helpful, that, especially because I need to make power poles. But I think you can just get it to sort of block it by doing that. There you go. Right, yes, so let's see what we can make. So we'll make a few smelters, because these are, yeah, assemblers. But I need to power them, and this is a power source. But of course I can't make power poles yet, because I've not processed any copper. Okay. Now, my memory is that... So let's make a little bit of copper first. So my memory is that you have to set the recipe. Yeah, you have to set the recipe. There. And it's all a weird ratio, isn't it? That basically... So, well, it's not weird ratio, but it won't actually process it. Yeah, there you go. So it makes... Oh, right, it is a weird ratio, though. So 10 iron ore becomes 5 iron plate, but it won't process it until it's got the 10 iron ore. And that was one of the things that threw me before. In fact, was that... I thought it was 1 to 1, but it's obviously 2 to 1. Huh. Right, so... So we need a bit of copper so I can make some power poles. I say it takes a little while to do. So if we put a bit of iron on as well, let's actually put it on the corner like I meant to, like that. Put you there. You're going to be iron plate. Let's just stick 50 in each time since I got quite a bit. Okay. 2 drill, 1 furnace. Yeah, that would be more sensible, wouldn't it, really? Let's try that then. If it's 2 to 1. Can I get that there? Oh, I haven't even got any furnace. Oh, I need iron to do it. Okay. We'll just do the 1 then, for the time being. Like that. Yeah, I could put a second one if I move this over. Around, rather. No? It needs to be there, doesn't it? No. That. There we go. So I haven't got a second one, but I think I just killed that recipe. Oh, no, it got 10. Put that in there. Put that in... Oops. So have you played through this before, Crazy Bacon here? If you have, the tips are rather welcome, because I say it's effectively like starting the game again. Have we made any of there? Not yet. Nope. Yeah, I remember it being, I sort of got, I don't know about frustrated, but it was sort of like it was so different, but also so the same. So it was a lot of stuff where I was like, oh, well, I'll do this, and that's how you do it in normal Factorio, but it's not, it's just ever so slightly different. Right, have we got some copper? We have. Let's make some power poles, so then we can get those ones running. Have we made some iron plate? Yes. So then we... Oh, no we can't, because we need even more. Yeah, remember this, everything's more expensive, basically. Oh, let's put that in there. 5 iron plate, yep, so we'll make another one of them. And pop that on. Oh, it's done it. So I'll just leave a load in there. For the time being. You got more for me? Yep. Okay, we'll just get this one on. Then I go and grab some more stuff. Grab some more of these guys. I'll get... Oh. Yeah, there's a rock there. Any rocks down here? I guess the advantage of Factorio is you're going to end up with a lot of rock. Just sat around. And since I got these guys, it's easy enough to harvest them. It's weird how it's assigning it all to one of the drones. I've not done something weird there, have I? But say they got a shield, they got a laser, and, you know, they got a roboport basically and a trunk. So they're like, almost like mini Spidertrons in a way. I'd imagine having a Spidertron at the start of the game. It's kind of massively OP. Right. Okay. Right, how many more can we make of these? We can make loads of these now. Let's get all them queued up. Have we got at least a little bit of iron? We have, so I can make a few more of them. Get copper. Some more of them made. We'll get some wooden chests as well. Start putting some stuff on the hotbar. Oh, what was that? Oh, those are the larger pipes, aren't they? So let's put this here. That there. Make belt. Oops. Oh, I can only make burner inserters. I hate burner inserters. Right. So we're going to need a lab, because I don't think you even get... Yeah, you have to do these automation cores, because they're like key to doing basically everything. And it's like, goes back... Pionodons is like 3 drill per furnace or something. Crikey. Pionodons is nuts, isn't it? It's like... it takes... Because one of the things I was saying with a lot of these overhaul mods is they tend to be complexity for complexity's sake, which I understand this is not as bad as that. But Pionodons, I understand, is... I don't know if that's how you're actually supposed to pronounce it, but it's like even more so. It's just absolutely, you know, 20 steps just to make an iron plate type of thing. I don't know if it goes down the route as well of, because Bob's has that whole thing of all sorts of alternate recipes, and 8 Bobs and Angels, they have lots of alternate recipes. So, I say, military we're not actually fussed about, because I say we've not got really biters to worry about, so we won't bother doing that. But the automation core and the iron pick just makes it faster to mining speed, and I've got the bots, so we can do this automation core. But... because we can't even do electricity properly yet. But what we can do is use these guys to do a bit of production. And what we need to make is the research card, basic tech cards, which are wood and copper cable. And now I've got some power poles. I can hook these up. And we can have one of them... How close are they? Not very. Can I... Let's just put some stuff in directly. So we get it to make that. And then if I do that, I can put a chunk of them in. You'll have to let me know if it's loud, because it changes all the sound effects. And I can just literally put some of those in. Chunk through them. Oh, I can make some as well, obviously, but so some of that. So how many did we need? But we need I can make a lab, which I can. Oh, it's on the bottom of the list. Okay. Can I make transport belt, or isn't? Oh, I can. Okay. Get some of that being made. Yeah, they're quite slow to make these, you see, so doesn't really boost it with me making them. We could double up though, or triple up. Let's get these powered. And there. Like that. Oh, missed. There you go. So let's put this on those. Pop that in. And this on those. Pop that in. And that. Now a bit of... What's that? Oh! Did I set that recipe? Huh. That might be a change. I don't remember that doing that before. Anyway, let's just stick them in. Have you got some more for me? You have. Put that in now. Plenty of wood. So let's go and put some of this in here. That chunk away. Did I grab them? Oh, it's not made any. Okay. And we're out of copper. Oh, we're out of copper. We can grab that. Them. That in there. A bit more in there. Oh, put all the copper in the other one, did I? Okay. Cool. I think that'll chunk through. It's because it's 9. I think it said. Oh no, it's 20. Okay, way off. Don't know where I got 9 from. Right. More copper. And I'll leave the iron plate. So I've got 10 there. Got 32 for me there. Got 5 in this time. 5 in there. That's got 25 in. Okay. Like that. Grab them. So that's 16. Gonna need at least another one, or is my maths wonky there? I should get rid of this rubbish, shouldn't I? Always quite like leaving the ship there, though. Don't suppose you've got... You have, there you go. See, it doesn't work, that. I thought it would. But it's self-sorted it. Oh well. Oh well. Right, so you've got that. Let's put load in there. Throw more of them. Put them in. Oops, open that by accident. And oh, you've not done any. Okay. Okay, these should be fed for a little while. Yep. Put them in there. Well, that's definitely enough. He says, not being sure if that's enough. That's got to be, because that's 28, and the recipe's only 20. Okay, so what do we actually want to do next then for the research queue? So if we put that on, because that's obviously power. Oh, of course I need to do pipes first, don't I? Because that's an actual research, that. So let's queue them up. We would then need to do, I guess, automation next. Because no point, I mean, you know, we'll have to do the power before we do the automation, because you know, this only provides like a tiny amount of power, I think. 240 kilowatts, you see, so it's nothing spectacular. Right, so we made a whole shed load of those. Have I got enough iron to make? I have. So I'll add some of those on. And we'll start beefing this up. So more sensible arrangement, I guess, if it's approximately 2 to 1, is to have them on either side, isn't it? So let's rethink this a little bit, because we'll probably end up running this for a little while. So if we do some down there, and then like that, if I just copy that up, so oops, do 4 of them, Because obviously we need quite it sort of switches the priorities, really. Because we... where can we put that? That's going to give us a lot of room, I guess. Yeah, switches the priorities a bit, because... them in there. I need to set this recipe to copper. Popping it down. Right, this is a bit more like it. And set this one. Like that. Here we go. Cool. Right, so I can get rid of that. And that. Oh, hello, Silver 1666. I have wind turbines, technically. Okay. But they are relatively weak. Is that... Oh, right, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Doesn't say how much... Let's just build one then, I guess, and I can just look and see what it does. I didn't know you had wind turbines. Or I have wind turbines, I guess. Right, so these will have run out and stuff, won't they? I think just fill them up for now. So we've got 20 there. Put them in. Let's put half in there. Maybe about, I don't know, 75 or something. And then up there. The rest of that in. And grab them. Let's say let's make that 75 or something. Just so it's a good chunk. Have you grabbed any more rubbish? No? Okay. Right, so this wind turbine then, what does this do? $20 kilowatts, that's rubbish. I say that, I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. Because they... 93 kilowatts. I seem to remember this one is like just enough literally to run these machines. Yeah, you see it's basically... In fact, they were probably not quite running. If that's added a little bit extra on. Yeah, they must have been slightly starving. Right, so we can make one more of them. 20 kilowatts, I think. Yeah, the very start is a bit slow in this mod. I'm somewhere mid game. Okay, some of the machines are faster, some are slower. All right, okay. So what counts as mid game then? As in, so mid game for Factorio might be what, sort of blue science or something? I suppose that's a difficult question to answer, really, but because doesn't it add more mod packs, more science packs? I seem to recall. Well, there's the whole completely different end game, isn't there? Let's have a look. See. Oh no, they're cards, aren't they? This. There we go. Yeah, there's a load more. Singularity Tech, Advanced Tech card, Optimization Tech card. But aren't they more stratified? So it's like you don't actually need all the cards for everything like you do in Factorio, base Factorio. Mid-game. Mid-game for Factorio is mid-blue. Here I'm after yellow. So that one, the utility tech card, is that? The early cards are phased out. Okay. I know, don't you get, like, you get, oops, infinite, or you get ways of basically generating resources or something, don't you? Like summoning them out the void, effectively. Some of that stuff in there. So we've got loads of copper now. Did I hear a science complete voice? Yeah, I did. Okay. What did that actually give me? That gave me the old automation cores. Now, they're key to everything, aren't they? Because they're like, basically, like all of the assembly machines and stuff use them, I think. Or certainly key to the early game, I think. Along with those inserter parts. For inserters. Basic tech cards, okay. Oh, I'm carrying, why am I carrying 10 of those around? Right, so let's sort of load this up a little bit. Get some of these. Put some more of those in. Again, that just sticks a bunch of wood in. We'll go and get some more wood in a tick. Put those in. What am I doing? There we go. So that wants to go in there. Lovely jubbly, so that's a good chunk of them. Right. So what do I actually want to do next? I mean, I say we don't have to really bother with any combat stuff. But I guess I should... I could build some labs in preparation. We need more burners. How many am I missing? Maybe... Well, a load. Let's just call it a load. Right, we're going to get some trees. And rocks and etc. I'm actually running a game with the Discovery Key mod. It hides the later text, makes it more exciting. Oh, right. I didn't even know that. That was a... That sounds like an interesting mod. I suppose, you know, particularly used for like overhaul mods, because I wonder why it's assigning it all to one bot. That's a bit weird. The shelter you have there also generates a bit of power. Oh, does it? So it's a starting point for each force when any. Okay. Let's go and see if that works then. Because I think oh, they'd have grabbed all of that again. So I don't quite know why it's only one of them that's doing it. Yeah. So the what was I going to say there? Oh, go and put one on coal. Where's my coal? What? Oh, I mistook that texture for the coal. This is the coal down here. Right. Why do you keep nicking my coal? Doesn't modify the fuel values. Coal is not 4 kilowatts or more. It's 250. Yeah, I know the pollution is bonkers in this. What was I holding there? Yeah, I remember that from before, because I started getting attacked way, way, way before I was expecting to. Oh. That must have been pipes then, so let's build a few of them. Okay. Offshore. Don't you have to power offshore pumps as well? Yeah, there you go. So if I could stick a winter, if that's 20 kilowatts. It doesn't say, does it? Is it 20 kilowatts? Yeah, so that'll power an offshore pump, so I might as well use one of them then. There we go. I've done some more. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I could use my blueprints, actually. I forgot about that. Is it... Because there's a weird thing. So if that's 1.25... 6 megajoules, okay. Oh, right, so that is... Actually, that's completely different, isn't it? Because effectively, wood is like half coal, basically, in Factorios. That's, you know, it stacks to twice as big, so effectively a stack of coal and a stack of wood have the same sort of power. But that's 1.25 and that's 6. So it's more like 4 to 1, isn't it? Oh, and vehicle acceleration is slower, okay. Okay. Right, where were we? So we've got a bit of that. Okay. A bit more. Pop it in here. Okay. Grab all this copper. It's quarter here. Wood is actually a required resource. Yeah, it's like, but don't you get to? You can make it in greenhouses, I think, can't you? So you're not, in a sense, you can. Well, not in a sense, you can grow wood, I believe. I think, and I know other mods have similar things. Right, so I've been inattentive, and these have ended up running out. Okay. Right, so I'll just leave that like that. 80 of them, lovely. And then like that. Pump that up a bit. Better. So this is well stacked up now, so that's cool. Let's see about making some more pipes. The iron biome, alien biomes mode. Yeah, I've got. So I was just saying, if you've got the very beginning, but previewing the map, this is like really, really varied compared to my. So I've got another series, Aesthetic Factorio, I'm calling it. But I've not really got to the aesthetic bit because I've been struggling with pollution basically. But yeah. I think it produces like more interesting terrain at the very least. So I don't understand why this lazy sod isn't doing anything. But yeah, on that map, I'm basically in the purple stuff. This stuff here. And it's really ugly. It looks good on the map, and that's why I picked it. But when you actually go on it, it's like a really murky purple. Honestly, why aren't you doing anything? Don't know. Maybe once it's full up. No, the other one's just cracking away. I bet you got a load of stuff in your trunk as well, haven't you? Wait. You're not dissolving the... Oh no, it's beaming it to me, basically. I say they're a bit OP, these guys. I say they sort of transmit all the stuff to you without you having to... So you don't even have to worry about the whole thing of... Wait, what happened there? Didn't I have... Oops. Isn't that creep? It doesn't... no, so I think this mod has a creep. Why have I not got any coal? Because that had... Did I do something very dumb there? We had a load of coal. I don't know. Neither of these guys have got it in them, have they? I was going to check out that. I don't know. I thought there was like 50 coal. Oops. Okay, so this should give us lots. Yeah, a couple hundred. And then lots there. A couple hundred. Yeah, cool. Right. Pipes. We're very nearly done with the research. It doesn't have bots. The other one has bots in it. Oh, right. Am I looking at... Does it? Companion drones, inventory filter. Oh, there's no bots. Most in robot limit 6. Max Huh. They look the same to me. I can't see any difference there. Right, so let's do another round of this. Take them. Top that up. Oh, did I not leave any copper in there? Okay, fine. Copper in there then. That up. Right, so that should keep everything going for a while. Let's have a look at this shelter then. Because this is like the respawn point, isn't it? It's also a massive chest, essentially. Okay. Is it the other way round that it requires power? No. It's just that everything's going a bit nuts with all the... Huh. Damaged ship assembler. Because that was... Oh no, it's doing that thing, isn't it, where... Yeah. Because that's like the absolute maximum power draw, and I'm not quite hitting it. So it shows it in a weird way, basically. So if we put just down one of them... No, that's not quite done it. It doesn't matter. They don't need to run very fast anyway. Right, so... I guess we could make things like belts. Saw some values in it. I don't know. They put in the bottom cell of the inventory. Yeah, as I say, it doesn't look any because this you have to keep that there because it goes a bit weird. Do not touch, as it says. These two look the same to me. It's just one's not doing it. I suppose I'm only half as OP as I as I was anticipating in that case. Right. I bet we're at coal again. Yeah, of course we are. Can say it's got a lot less juice in the coal, so. Okay. What should we make preemptively then? I guess more belt. We're going to need a lot more belt. We could make a few burner mining drills. I guess I should have some repair packs on me, just because we've got a bit more resource now. What else? I guess we could make some furnaces. So I don't really need any military stuff because they're not on. So, companion roboport. So they've got all of those on board them. Let's make some burner inserters so we can run the power things. I guess we could make some more of them, some more of them, some more of them. Yeah. Needs change. It's one of the mods with the least help on the mod portal. Which is sad because its maker is a dev. Oh really? Hmm. I mean, I'm not fussed. I mean, you know. There you go. It zapped me then. Is that because it's... There's that coal. Oh, I don't know what they're doing. I know they're, you know, doing things, so... They're picking up the trees and stuff, so that's all fine. Right, so... the stone's there then. Okay. So if we put our power going this way, it should probably fit in there. Am I going to use my new blueprint things? Let's give them a go. I don't actually know if they'll even work for Krastorio. I imagine not. Right, so I guess we want the power one, because I don't think... Oops. Whoops. I don't think that's that different. So if we put it... Will that fit in there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. No, it wouldn't, would it? Maybe down then? Put it heading down? Yeah, let's attach it to that and we'll go down. There's nothing down there. You mentioned about... So the terrain does have different values. It's not creep. I think there is creep in this game, or I know there is a mod that does that. May not be in this, but the terrain has different values in terms of like walking speed and stuff. So I think we're on a bit of terrain here that's fairly slow, and then that's ever so slightly faster. You can't really tell very well, but they also have different pollution absorption, and that's one thing that's sort of screwed me over a bit on the aesthetic Factorio, because that purple stuff doesn't absorb any pollution basically. So, crusher. Crush any item. Some items will turn components, but most items will be crushed completely. Crushes items placed into it. Some items will return components, but most items will crush completely. So, it's like a recycling thing, I think, that effectively. But you need it to make it. It makes aggregate effectively, like in the real world. But you see, it does need a few things. A few things need it. So we will need it, but I don't think we need it just yet. So I think we'll do automation card, because that opens a world of possibilities, including finally electric mining drills. Thank the Lord. So we want logistics 2, obviously, to get us electric inserters, electric trickeries. Now you also need... The fast ones need other stuff, don't they? Yeah, they made out of steel in this game. So I guess if we stack up... I mean, obviously, I could finish off... Because I'm going to have to make the automation cards. They're not that complicated, though, are they? Oh, there you go. Automation cores, blank tech cards. Yeah, so it starts to get a little more complicated. So how about instead I just chuck in these ones, because I got like 1 million of the basics ones queued up. So if we just do some of them, use up that research. Walls are also a basic one, aren't they? In fact, there's quite a few basic ones. I guess we should do armor and crushy crush, and that requires more on the queue. Okay, so we'll leave that doing that while we work up some power. This mod has creep under enemy bases. Crusher is mainly for sand, and that's later. Okay. Yeah, but I'd say the purple stuff, it has like no absorption, pollution absorption, basically. So, I mean, this is like this because, as you say, the pollution is much higher in this game. But it was like I'd done virtually nothing in that aesthetic Factorio save, and it was all because I'm literally, it's like purple, you know, all over the map, and it absorbed none of it. And so I was like massively leveling up the biters without realizing it, essentially. And when they started attacking, it was I've spent basically 12 hours clearing out all the biters instead of actually building these, calling aesthetic Factorio builds or whatever. Right, so let's pop this in here, maybe. Let's see if the pumps will work. There's a pump there. So yeah, that'll give us... Oh no. Yeah, we can always dogleg it round. And then this needs a little bit of power, doesn't it? To run. And then an underground, say, to there, so I can feed the coal in eventually. And pop that there. Pollution absorption mechanisms, yeah. Oh, I haven't even made these, have I? Right, so we want a couple of them, 4 of them. And then I want to put some coal in there. What am I heading up for? I thought it was after something then, but I've forgotten what it was. Underground pipes are really long here, which is nice. Oh, right, okay. I didn't realise that. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That's like almost double the length, isn't it? Okay, that's useful. I assume they're not too much more expensive or anything? Well, it is a bit more expensive, isn't it? But not a lot. Oh. Right, so we need to run... Oops. We need to run power up. How about I do it in a proper straight line rather than a higgledy-piggledy mess. So we run power up to the existing production area. Then it should actually run at speed. Oh, right, it's them things that were really chunking the power. Cool. Okay. Right, so let's do a bit of topping up and moving around again. And add some of them. That in there. Full stack of that. And then grab them. Full stack there. Grab them. Okay. In fact, so that's so full I can't even put any more in. Now then, I guess what we should do first is something to bring coal over there. I'm going to need a lot more belt to do that. Control click an empty space here. Oh yeah, yeah. You see, they're grabbing a wood. Yeah, I don't. There's some shortcuts and stuff I just don't tend to bother with. Right, so if we go... I think if we go down... In fact, let's pull this up. And then... down here, I think. No, if we do it... Trouble is, it's a weird shape. Maybe if we put it on this side... Yeah, okay. I could do my really rather complicated way of self-fueling. If I can remember how to do it. We don't need too many of these because the power's fairly low. So what? If I can remember how I'd do it, that would help. So you take that along there, and then you have those feed back in, and then this goes like that. Think that's right? Yeah. And then same on this side. Like that. Oops. It's not very space efficient, but obviously we're going to tear it up when we eventually get. And then we just need to seed this one. No, we don't. We need to seed this as well, don't we? There we go. But let's put some on here as well. See if it actually works. So these basically go round. Obviously it feeds itself first. And then it starts putting it in the other ones. And it'll only put 5 in. Should do. Or 6 maybe. And then it moves on to the next ones. Yeah, cool. Okay. And I assume the ratio, as you say, the coal is different, isn't it? I'll just play it by ear, I think. But the numbers don't match in terms of number of boilers and all that sort of stuff, do they? In fact, oh, whoops. I've forgotten I've even got plots of some description. Right. Oh, the boilers to engines is the same, is it? Okay, cool. Let's wait for it to arrive. Yeah, so we can get rid of that blueprint because that is just literally to get it going with boxes. We can take that guy and stick a few in here in preparation. So we know where everything is. Gonna need another pump. So let's build that. I guess we can power it with another wind turbine. Right, it won't arrive. It won't. Oh, have I messed it up? Have I? Yes, I have. Bots didn't put the. Oh, they haven't got belts to put in. That's fine. It's too short. There we go. I was testing that. That's all. I was just testing you there. I bet we've run out. I haven't built up the other ones, have I? Okay. We can swap that out for the time being. And I can make a couple more of these. 4 more of them. Which they'll put in randomly. Unless I move a bit further up. Did I make that? I did. Right, so that gets us some juice. Let's make a 4th lab just for the sake of it. But the next challenge, I guess, is automating a little bit of smelting. Just a little bit. This this I remember, which is basically that, because I've said this before, I hate burner technology. I hate that phase of the game, and this like extends it. You've got to use it a lot more. Okay. I mean, I could just hand feed it in still, but that's all a bit tedious, isn't it? Okay. I haven't got splitters even, have I? No. Why would I have splitters? Okay, so that's all the iron and copper we've got. So we can make assembly machines, at the very least. So I could get it crafting some bits and pieces for me, rather than hand make everything. But what do we actually want it to make? I guess iron gear wheels. That's transport belts is the most obvious thing, which are gear wheels and plates. So if we make 2 of them, and we'll stick. Will I have enough inserts? I probably need a few more, don't I? Got lots of boxes. Right, so we'll go over here, because I'd rather keep these doing, you know, the tech cards basically, rather than keep swapping the recipes out or something. Certainly for the time being, anyway. So this, I don't tend to do that one where you just empty click. Partly because I don't actually tend to put maximum amounts in usually. Did I? So I've got 1,000,000 wires. In fact, should we swap this out, I think, to make some gear wheels then? And then, right, so we need an arrangement here. So I put box there with both iron plate and coal in it. Oops. Iron plate and coal in it. And then you can feed that in there. And you can feed an assembler. Oops, an assembler. And you can feed them in. And you can make belts. And then I just have to hand stick a bit of. Can you rob from inserters? You can't, can you? No. Okay. Right, so it's just I'll just put infinite coal in, sort of thing. Oh, train's drop lane near far. Okay. I don't remember that from before. Maybe it was always there and I just never noticed. Huh. So presumably that means that did that put that? Oh, and you need a bit of coal there, so I don't. So presumably that means it can put. It means near far. In terms of the insertion lane. So that's far. Oh, right, okay. That's useful. Cool. The feature is always there, the UI is new. Oh, okay. So I really didn't get very far with it, with it, so before. Okay, so that's making a few belts. What else could we make? We could make. So I kind of need to keep one of those going. I've got like a million billion wires now, so it's not exactly... Oh, I keep hitting that thing. So I can swap this for something. I guess we could get this to make furnaces for us. Okay. And... we want some of that. I'll just put... Well, I'll keep a little bit, but I don't need that. That's set to make furnaces. Just put that there. I'll just chuck a load in there. And then, I don't know, 2 stacks maybe? What could we get you to make for me? I guess we could start making automation and inserter cores. Or rather, I can't make them in this, can I? Has to be the actual assembly machines. But they take gear wheels, so I could... Oh, and iron sticks. Okay. If we just get this to make a stack of inserter parts, I guess. And that'll just make... Oh, of course it needs those. Of course it does. What about... Well, let's just leave this one doing something simple. So... I don't really know what I want it to make, because I don't need any ammo or anything. Because that's quite a complicated recipe, isn't it? So you couldn't make them. I can't make automation cores here. Let's just get it making iron gear wheels, just that I can grab a stack. Oh, I haven't got any iron. Grab a stack of them at some point. I didn't fuel these, did I? Like a chump. Yeah. 10. Marvellous. Ah, dear. Three stacks already of... Oh, of furnaces, yeah. In fact, I have, haven't I? I don't really need that many furnaces, but... Let's just chuck some in there. Right, yes, so... What we can do, I guess, is just parasitize some coal from this and have a bit going up there. Oh. Oh, I've run out of them as well. Put that in there. And then, did I even make? I did. So pick this up here. I guess let's not put it on the actual thing. And if we... What's going to be a good arrangement with these? Because I can't do undergrounds. I could do them... Oops. So ideally we want the 2-to-1 thing. I don't quite know how I would achieve that. We could put... I guess we could put 1 million... Yeah, okay. So how many is that? That's 4. No, let's just do it on the edge. I can have this going up this way. Oops. And then... these jobs. And then that goes into the actual furnaces. But how many we've got? We've got 6 there, so we can only really sort of sort 3 furnaces. How about I put them a bit further up then? Like that. Do. Like that. Okay. They don't. Do they take from furnaces? Furnaces. I can't remember. Yeah, they will take coal. Okay. And oh, let's just stick them in some boxes. Okay. Looks like it's not really 2 to 1, is it? If they're... So let's stick another one on. Do I care if these go nuts and just fill the chests? Probably not in the long run. Okay, similar sort of idea over here then. In fact, why I keep doing it? I keep forgetting that they're even there because I'm in my head. I'm early game. Then I mean these will be full of stuff anyway, so easier for me to pick them up to a degree. But so in my head, it's early game. I haven't got what's, but I have got what's. Right. So can I just copy that? Maybe put it that way. No, that way, no. Oh, of course, you can't flip burners, can you? If we put it up here, then maybe? Maybe like that? I need to change this recipe anyway. Copper. I need 8 more of them. And a bunch more of them. Actually, by the time it's made, but I can grab them. Oh, okay. If I divert that, I get 4 more on there, or actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Except that this hasn't got this bit, so if I put this in here, can I move that one up? Good thing someone's making iron plate. Oh, I've just taken out the iron plate out of there. There we go. Yeah, it looks like actually it's not really 2 to 1 as such. Which is a bit odd actually, it does make sense. But I guess they're running slower because... No. Oh, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I can just stick some more on because we've got loads of furnaces, obviously. What are we after? We are after more burner inserters. That could be straight again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, could probably research much faster with labs. Yeah, I need to get them built, but I wanted to get a little bit of, because I keep, well, hand feeding in the the coal is a bit painful, so let's get this done. And then we'll set up a little lab research as well. Because as you say, it's going quite slow. I mean, that's only 4% of the way through. It's only 30 cards, so it's done 1, I think. But yeah, we'll set up a little... In fact, I could just... Why hasn't that got anything? It's just ever so slightly... Ah! Only built on... Oh, it's... Okay, it doesn't count then, obviously. Right. Can I get a 5th one, maybe? Don't know. No, you won't let me do that in this way. Okay. So that's at least sort of automated. Not very, but sort of. I've got a whole load of copper plate already. Right, so let's chuck some proper labs down then. Am I out of power poles? I am. I should have got it making them then, shouldn't I, really? Rather than gear wheels. Let's do that. Make me some of them, please. You need iron plate. But you need everything. We'll leave it with some, I guess. But I'll just put these in. Like that. And then we want, say, 50 in each, maybe? Can't do the maths in my head. Cool. And how many does that leave you with? 50. How far off are we doing proper inserters and not this burning rubbish? Where are they even? Inserters. So to do them... Oh, wait, have I already undone inserters and I'm being dumb? Wait, what? No. I thought automation part... Am I thinking fast inserters? No. So can I make... What? Those inserters. Oh, it's under logistics. Okay. So we would need insert past an automation course. Okay. But yeah, we need automation tech cards to do logistics. Right. Okay. Do I actually want any of this stuff, or did I just queue it up? I don't really, do I? Okay, let's set up some automation tech cards, because I can't get this to do that, can I? Or indeed this, for example. Or can I? Oh, it will make them, okay. But don't I need automation core? Yeah. Blank tech cards. Yeah, you need to make them in proper assemblers, don't you? So a proper assembler is needed to make those, I believe. Yeah. I can't make them in this. Okay. I could make basic tech cards though. Yeah, blank tech cards. Okay. So we set this to an automation course. Put that there. And then we want those things. Get rid of all this. So I need those two. That's not aligned very well, is it? So to make those, iron and copper. So I need sticks and gear wheels. So we need lots of iron plate. I think I've bonus citied up to yellow inserters, but automation is nice in any case. Logistics one, yeah. Yeah, it's just a personal sort of bugbear, effectively. You know, it's like it's just I don't really like that phase of the game because it's these guys I don't like, basically, burner inserters. I just find that staggeringly tedious, basically. Why are you not doing anything? Because this is trying to... You see this type of rubbish? This is what I have a problem with. See, why has it done that? I guess that's because I chucked a load of raw stuff in it. Just as it was inserting one. What was I saying? So, yeah. If we... Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's burner inserters. They can get in the bin, basically. So, we need iron sticks. And we need iron gear wheels. Okay. You can make iron gear wheels for me. Iron sticks for me. And then we could switch this one out. No, we'll leave that one. I guess I could just make them in another inserter, couldn't I? Just chuck it down. Gears. Right, so we need more iron. So we now flip over and we need a lot more iron than we needed before. Okay. Put you in there. You make them for me, you have. Chunk away on some of that. So we only need like 20, is it? Oh, it's made 10 already. Was it 20? I can't remember. Yeah, so we will... So it's done the crap. I mean, we'll let it finish that. Like I say, I don't need any of that rubbish. Because biters are not going to be a problem until I need to clear them off of resources, basically. So, that one. And then obviously electric mining drills, so we can get rid of blooming burner mining drills. So that one's 20 cards. And that one's 20 cards. So it's 40 cards total. Okay. What is it I keep hitting that brings that up? Must be the arc here. Automation cores are going in. You're completely full. Bing bong bing. Okay, logistics. Something useful finally. Yes, sorry, fighters are on peaceful. That's right. So they're there. There's the pollution that's getting out to them will be, you know, evolving them. But they're on peaceful mode, basically because I'm so unfamiliar with this. So what is it that I keep hitting that brings that up? See? Oh! It's not on a number key, is it? No, of course not. It's obviously flip. It must be, well, unless it's a combination of keys. This is slower, isn't it, anyway, but it's fine. Yeah, I just figured let's, you know, take the pressure off, basically. Can I make another normal assembler? I can. Cannot, because I do not have any iron. Finally! Finally! We can bring the power of electric trickery. So, we should set up, now that we've got undergrounds and overgrounds and wombling free, we should set up... Oh, of course we get loaders in this as well. Ooh. Nice. We should set up something resembling a bit more of a proper production area. I think I'll do the mining drills first, though. Because it won't take long. And then I can actually 1, 2, 3. You're out. Oh no, you're out. You need a bit of iron. Got sticks, but it needs iron. You need gears. Okay, we're out again, are we? Nearly. Yeah, I'm not very good with Z key. I kind of... So I did another series of streams where I tried to get the final 2 achievements that I hadn't got, which was the speedrun ones, so the no spoon and no time for chit chat. So what is it that I'm pressing that's accidentally bringing that up? I'll have to check the bindings on that, but it's just full, isn't it? Might as well just leave it. But yeah, I mean, I don't tend to use Z very much at all, sort of thing. Have we still got... Right, there we go. That's more like it. I think I might just put some of these other ones on. Because we do need that one. And then... when is that as well? So we can actually start growing some trees. Not that there aren't plenty of trees kicking about, so... Yeah, let's leave them going. How many of these cards have I got? So... let's say 100 or something in each? No, 50 in each. Messed that up. Yeah, I'm a bit rubbish with using Z, but when I did that speed run, I tried to make sure I did it. Particularly like I was doing earlier on with where you manually drop in a single coal into each, you know, each furnace and stuff. Because it's a better way of distributing across a lot of machines, but I just thrashed my mouse around and ended up with, I end up with loads of coal on the ground because I missed, well, like there's a bit of iron there. Which I bet that's me missing it from somewhere. Okay, so let's make some of these electric mining drills. I can go and grab the automation cores and its inserters from here, since it's made... sorry, the automation cores, anyway. What? I've just not put very many... It doesn't seem to have made a lot of gear wheels for me. But yeah, I sort of... I forget about it because I end up just doing so much, automated. Do I need more sticks, really? Oh, come on, let's just put a few in. And I tend to be more sort of a left click and a right click with shift and control sort of thing. But, let's put all of that in as well. That's full. You're waiting on them. Right, so 5, 5, 5, and then I can just sort of put some in here, I guess. No, there's loads in there still. Yeah, okay, so we need a bit of proper automation. Controlly or alty? Maybe it's shifty. Oh, it's controlly. You're right. So it's electric inserters and miners. Yes, that's what's next. Z doesn't receive start on the building. Yeah, but I'm just rubbish at it. You see, I just throw it about, and so I don't even start on the building sometimes. Right. Yes. So how many can we make now? We can make 4 more. Let's get them going. Right, let's have a think. So, we've got splitters and stuff now, haven't we? Hurrah! Hurrah! Not that I can make any, but we've got them. How much more expensive? So it's 6 and 3, and that's 15 iron. So since I've got quite a lot of copper, probably best to just do inserters for the time being. Right. Okay. Where do we want to put things? I don't have radar yet, do I? Where the heck is radar? Oh, crikey, radar's multiple techs away. Oh, well, not that far away, but okay. Okay. I'm just wondering what's sort of down the bottom here and stuff. Because these biters are already quite close. So there's probably more down here. But also wondering where... Because there is no other resource on this revealed bit. So I'm just wondering if we go for a bit of a wander. See what's going on down here. Because Because basically I'm thinking I'll just set up a little bit of smelting, you know, electric smelting. And then we'll sort of do a bit of a build, you know, building thing here. Ironically, even though I'm doing a whole series that is my attempt to build myself a standard set of blueprints, I've then immediately started in fact, I'm running 2 series where they're not relevant because basically there's loads of mods and loads of things are different. So all of this Kickstarter base, which I tested out yesterday, and works quite well actually. I felt, even though it's obviously me that's made it, so I would say that. But I could use the smelting rays, I guess. That should still work. But yeah, this whole Kickstarter base, basically most if not all of that's irrelevant. The burner base. That's what I was testing yesterday. Yeah, you know, doesn't you know, have any utility really. Right. And the defences, they're on peaceful, so I don't even need them. Okay, let us see if we can stick a little bit of iron in these 2 machines here. And I'll go and see what's happening down the bottom, as it were. And then, is this... Oh, it's just filled up, hasn't it? I should put a thing in. In fact, let's... Can we make an electric inserter? Eventually. Dun, dun, dun. Right, and then let's put these in here. So, oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5. And then they've already got a million. Yeah. I miss a lot too, yeah. Glad it's not just me. So have you played any other of the conversion mods, Soulburn? Because obviously the well, here you go. So this is like some of the purple. That's the milder purple stuff, which is a lot slower. Let's see if I can run over on that bit. So it's not slower than that. Right, so... I mean, so this, you know, this purple, and this is like the lighter purple stuff, so it's not bad. There's also a really deep purple. Oh, that's that. That's it, I think. That might be it. But say, when you look on the map, it looks quite nice. But when you try and play on a map that is basically all of this, it's really murky and horrible. At least this has got some more pretty trees on it. And my other, on the aesthetic map... Oh, right, some biters there. I wonder if these guys... That might be worth testing, actually. Oh, they are. Yeah, okay. Oh, but they're not responding. Okay. Again, why? So why is he doing? And how's he got 200 copper? Just, I mean, he's not doing anything, but this one's going out and massacring the biters. They're just living their life, living their best life. It clearly doesn't trigger on this thing killing them. Oh no, there we go. Yeah, they're both working now. Right, okay. So there we go. Are you going to wipe them out as well? Right, okay. I can get rid of these. I can, like, picked up all of this rubbish that's burnable. There has to be a way of stopping them doing that, but I don't know what it is. So they're just off of annihilating the biters. And clearly, whatever the logic is for doing the bite... In fact, I can turn them off here, can't I? Attack toggle, there we go. In fact, let's just get rid of these ones, might as well. Don't want to leave them to suffer, you know. But it clearly doesn't trigger whatever their logic is for determining if they've been attacked or not. Because if I came over and shooted them, they would respond with defense. I forgot that was even there, to be honest with you. But clearly the drones don't, you know, don't trigger that. See, I got all my blooming, all my stuff. Yeah, well. IR2. What's IR2? Oh, Industrial Revolution. Here you go. You see how slow it is as well? Because that's the other thing that's been an absolute mare. That's quite slow as well. Okay, so we've got some biters here. But yeah, if I attack them, they'll defend. But clearly, I say, whatever the tech is for these, and they would respond to normal, you know, like capsule things and whatever. Attacking them, they do respond to that when they're unpeaceful. But clearly these are exempt from whatever check that's being made. Or they've not been included in that logic. So they're beyond OP. I've basically got biters on the map that I can just clear out without, you know, without worrying at all. I guess that's useful to know in case I do end up... So we've got loads of room here, haven't we? I was a bit worried that we would literally get down here, there'd be loads of biters. But there's loads and loads of room. Industrial Revolution 2. It's not very popular because it's not allowed to be streamed. Yeah, I remember that. It was, I think a few streamers started a series, didn't they? So is it actually... Because one of the things I think you can stream it technically, can't you? But you're not allowed to monetize the stream. So I could play it because obviously I'm not even a whatever it's called, Twitch partner or affiliate or any of that stuff. So I couldn't get any money out of anybody basically. Not that I'm wanting it sort of thing. It's just to say because I don't even have Patreon or anything like that. Yeah, can but no if you have subs, yeah. Yeah, so I haven't got any of that rubbish. So so I suppose there's a little golden opportunity there. I could stream that if I wanted to. Is it more complicated than this? Love that mod, but I understand why so many people dislike that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's one of those things, isn't it? It's like that not really developer, but mod maker has put all the hard work in, sort of thing. So it's up to them how it's used. But it does seem a little bit petty. If I remember thinking at the time, I'm going to say it's up to them, but it seems a little bit petty to stop people from playing it effectively. Oh, so we've finally got a coal because there weren't any. There's no result. Oh, there's oil there. Missed that. Is that oil? That's oil. Okay. 2.1. Okay. Oops. What did I do there? Right. I guess, yeah. So we'll just chunk through the yellow ones, get them ticked off, I think. Like I had before. Are there any others? I guess there's a light armour. I think that's all the simple ones. I say they're not really relevant, a lot of them, until I decide I want to clear the biters, and if I struggle, I know I can just turn these guys on and they'll do it for me without any fuss. Oops. The recipes for infrastructure are harder than here, but sciences are relatively easy. Okay. And many people hate that making Certus is hard. Okay. Yeah, I always find it. Yeah, I know it says because. So, for example, there's only 934,000 there, and once it's gone, it's gone. But the patches are quite big. I mean, it's difficult to know, I guess, whether that's. I mean, is 3 million oil big or small? Wow, they went quick, didn't they? But yeah, I seem to remember. Well, I'm not struggling with it, but being a bit confused by that because when I played it before, I don't think I even got to oil though. No, I didn't. I remember. Right, so we'll just run down the bottom here. I'd normally Factorio, I'd have a radar running, but that's a little bit a ways away. In fact, we could probably research it now actually, but I figured since the biters aren't going to attack us, and I need to know where bits and pieces are, we might as well go and have a look. So, excuse me, yeah, we'll just go down here. But this is looking fairly open, isn't it? So say, I think a bit of smelting here, next to the coal power plant. And then we'll run the resources this way. And then sort of a bit of a make everything Kickstarter area there. Okay. Radars are really strong here. Oh, right. Are they like boosted? But taking targets a while. Okay. It's interesting some of the decisions the mod makers make, because there are a lot of things that I do regard as being a bit weird in Factorio when you think about it. Obviously, it's a game and it's not it's not meant to be realistic, as it were. But yeah, it's like I always the amount of text that can be unlocked with red and green science is quite extensive, and it's like almost I think it's like half the text effectively you can get with red and green. And it's why I often think, or a big contributing factor, why new players struggle with blue, chemical science, because they see they can do all of, they do all this research, and think, oh well, it was easy to make, all those red and green science packs, and I've unlocked half the science text, and then suddenly it's a whole completely different mechanism, for chemical, and it sort of throws them a bit, I think. Right, so let's implement that plan then. I guess we could just pull all this up. We'll get the bots to do it. No, let's leave it here for the time being. I can just grab some of the resources. Light armor's nearly done. Oops. So much copper. Right, take them. Say half of that in. And then... Oops. So that's just chunking away. Happy as Larry? 85, crikey. I did it again. Put them in. Bit about. Oh, I didn't. I kept that quite low, didn't I? That was a schoolboy error. Got plenty of them. Let's put sort of about some in there, 50-ish or something. Again, wouldn't be better. What have we got now? Just random numbers now. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so what's a useful tech to get? I mean, electronics is a bit of a gateway one, isn't it? Bioprocessing. So you could do engines, and that gets us a step closer to railways and all that sort of excitement and fluids and etc. etc. Probably best just to do steel though, because I remember that being a little bit complicated to set up. I think that's where I stopped, basically. Effectively got, I don't know about stuck, but that's where I got a bit sort of frustrated with it. Oh, look, sentinels. So it's like a mini radar, is it? Oil processing. Oh, so it's still got all the personal equipment stuff in. It's fuel, specialized fuel for your vehicle and equipment. Okay. Steel fluid tanks, flare stacks. Burning fluid releasing a large amount of pollution, occasionally some byproducts. Okay. Advanced electronics. Gas power station. Interesting. Very large pipes with enormous throughput capabilities. So there's a set of ancillary mods on, so it's not all Krastorio 2 stuff. But it has like some recommended mods, and I think I've got all of those on. Ore enrichment. Enriching ores before smelting them greatly improves the yield, but produces some byproducts. Okay. So it's more complicated production chains. Hey, coal liquefaction's there. Quarry mineral extraction. There was the extraction and basic processing. I've immersite. Okay, that's how you do that one, is it? Even greater clarity. But you got buffed. Okay, so you got better armor inserts. And this is where we get into the old weird stuff that it does in Krastorio, don't we? Yeah, there's quite a lot in it, isn't there? Matter cube. Stabilized raw matter that can be held and transported with ease. Getting distracted. What do we want to do? What did I say I should do? Steel. And then what? Let's do electronics. Finally get green circuits. And then maybe engines, but probably that will just run out when I get to that. Right then. Yeah, so let's do that then. I need to make a whole bunch of these, don't I? We're going to need some of them. I've already made a million smelters, and we need a whole load of inserters. Can I set some machines up making those? I don't think I'm fussed about. Can I just chuck those ones in there? Okay, so we'll pick these up. How many automation cores we got? So we just put them in. Oops, no, I didn't mean to do that. Like that. And we'll sort of repurpose these labs. Grab those belts. Far away. So let's make some inserters then. Now that's quite complicated, I seem to remember. Because can you make... So you can't make... You can make inserter parts, but they're iron sticks and gear wheels, which I've got a ton of. But inserters also have other stuff as well, don't they? So they need automation cores as well. Okay. So put that there. And that there. Oh, I haven't made any inserters yet, so let's just use these. So you want them. So if you're going to make some inserters for us. Right. And it needs automation cores. Which are those again. Which is that stuff. Okay, so maybe if I take half of them out. Put it all in there. It's not going to make a lot of inserters, but it'll make some. And that's what matters. And we can go and feed in. Oh, okay. Go and feed in. What we've got here. Again, I've been a bit random there, but right there. Okay, I've been out 15 of them. Why have they got 15 of them? Why has that got 60? Right. And of course I forgot to put fuel in these because gosh darn burner inserters. Okay. Yeah, so in theory my whatchamacallit? My book smelting array should in theory work. The problem is it's my usual thing of spacing them out so that you can replace them with higher level things. And I'm not actually sure we're going to do that at this stage. I mean, no, I know we're not, so there's not actually much point using it. I'll keep it because eventually I might do a proper big spelting array. And obviously the ratio is different anyway. But there's no point doing that for the smaller scale thing we're going to do here. Right, so we'll leave a bit of space here. And we'll do my... I will do my feed in and feed out thing. So if we do a little bit of a gap there, then we should be able to put 2 there still, like that, and then should it coal down the outside, or I mean, it's what I normally do. Oh, I haven't got any. And I could use loaders, but say I've got so much copper, I might as well stick with regular ones. Wrong way around. I'm going to need some long-handeds as well, please. Output, output, input, input. Just doing that. Okay, and then undergrounds, splitters. Okay. So this needs to be iron plate. If we do that, I might be able to sneak all. Probably best if it's 1 over though. Oh, I say that. Stone bricks aren't even are a completely different thing in this, aren't they? Don't you have to... Stone... Where is stone brick? In this, it changes it about, doesn't it? 5 stone brick. Rubbing, done. Sand. Glass. Huge rock. Oh, it's in here. There we go. Oh no, it's still stone. I don't know, but it's made. No, it is made in a furnace. All right, so it's no different. Okay. Huh. For some reason I thought that changed. Right. So we also want copper. So we can try and sneak stone brick on one side, copper on the other. But that needs to be iron plate, doesn't it? So actually probably better if that one's... Yeah, so if this is iron plate going in there, and then this is the stone. Where the heck was the stone? Oh, it's over there. Crikey. Yeah. So yeah, we'll pull all of this up and electrify it as best we can. Let's just assign it for deletion, even though it's going to be all full of rubbish. See, they're quite OP then. Did I say? I'm going to make... it's just a sort of a starter base, basically. A sort of a... don't know about make everything, but, you know, making the basics, essentially, type base. Now, how can we do this? Oh, I can do. I've got my thing in here, haven't I? Although I've got inventory absolutely crammed full of rubbish. So let's use this shelter. A little dump. Wood. Okay. Did it again. I don't actually really like this. Because I got Helmod on somewhere as well. I think this one's slightly better. I'm not actually a fan of either of them. I find them a bit confusing. The what's it called? Factorio Lab is kind of I prefer, but obviously that doesn't do. Doesn't do. Oh, I'm being a Dumbo. Should be in here. Yeah, there we go. Where's this? There we go. Oh, go on. Let's just use it properly. Like that. Yeah, so it's just going to be a base, you know, making sort of a bit of everything in order that I can actually build a proper base. Whoops. Essentially. And also that'll let me help me learn the recipes, because that was where I really got a bit sort of confused. Don't go fill them in. Oh, they've got very long ranges on them as well. Right, I'll have to get some more inserters now, because you're gonna stuck them in the power thing. Annoying little robots. Right. That's all defunct anyway, isn't it? What am I trying to do? Put gear wheels in there, and I could actually make some... Got rid of these damnable burner inserters. Off it there, off it there. Got a couple kicking about. What are you waiting for? You're just waiting for... Right about of them anyway. Yeah, I think I'm letting them install that. As I say, I don't find it particularly useful. Right. And of course you filled all of this out and you didn't need to either. I can turn them off, but yeah, whatever. Right, so we want iron. In fact, let's turn them off. I'll get this filled out. Like that. And then if I just that cover it all. Right. So that's iron plate. And that one there. Like that. This will be copper. Actually, let's avoid too many splitters. So maybe have I even got any splitters? No, of course not. Oh, sorry. Spaghetti bar city block. I meant in the long term. So, I mean, I would default use. I mean, basically, just about every base I've ever made has been bus, basically, because I find that like the easiest way, or I don't know about the easiest way of doing it, but it's just, it sort of simplifies the, how to put it. I know they're not efficient. They're kind of boring, if truth be told. Am I going to be better going that way? Yeah, I am. Okay. Let's pick all that up eventually. Let's turn you on, and I bet you do way more than you're supposed to. Yeah, so I'm tempted to do that again. You know, because it is my sort of default way of building. But obviously a lot of it's very different. I mean, it's not very different at the core, as I understand it. It's not until you get to some of the weirder stuff. You know, and a lot of the, you know, so this light list here, you know, we could aim to put all of those on a bus to some degree. But knowing sort of how many will work is not, you know, it's not something I've got in my head. I'll turn you back off again. City blocks, I've never really done that. So if I kind of did, that'd be a double learning experience essentially. So I'd have to kind of learn how to do them. I mean, I get the principle of them, and they do look very efficient and, you know, quite attractive overall. So I'm tempted to give that a go as well, but I'm just a little afraid that's a step too far. I mean, I'm enjoying this so far, particularly with you to talk to. Well, it doesn't sound weird, but someone who's got a bit of experience with it. But I'm enjoying this a lot more than I did the first time. And then I was very, very new to streaming when I tried it before. I wasn't quite prepared for... Perhaps not, I didn't have an open enough mind, shall we say. The differences. Also, I did have biters on, so again, I spent quite a lot of time defending myself. So yeah, I'm tempted to give city blocks a go, basically. Do we really need all this? Yeah. Can we put some of it up here maybe? Turn you on and let you do that. Yeah, so tempted to give that a go. Have I stuck all of my iron plate in the... I have, haven't I? So I haven't got any anymore. And plus I've made some of it. Oh well. Yeah, so tempted to give that a go. I can't do spaghetti. I mean, I can, but I can't, if you see what I mean. I sort of... obviously, it was how I played when I first learnt the game, but I just can't... I can't, you know... Can't do it like that anymore, basically, because... I've just done it... I've just played through too many times, basically. For it to be... I just, you know, I've got ways of building that aren't spaghetti and that I've just, you know, internalized effectively. So even if I try to do it, I just end up, you know, using my... It's like this here. So this is how I build, basically. I know other people don't do it. Other people do it different ways, and that's all brilliant and great. But this is what I do. You know, when I'm default building... I do, you know, that, essentially. A medium power piles are even better for it. And so if you've got a system like that, and also I have a... Basically what I always do is in and out, you know, so, you know. And you've obviously got lots of options of where you do in, where you do out, that sort of thing. And just automatically that's tidy. It's not, you know, that is not spaghetti at all, basically. And so if I try and do it, it's just me faking it, essentially. It's not really something I can do. I'm sure we'll end up with it in reality, because I'm bound to mess up, you know, the builds, as it were. But you know, we've already got something that's organised. Maybe not efficient, maybe not very good, but you know, it's already organised in a way. Whoops. Oh, I just disconnected a power pole. Right, and then this is going to be stone brick. Oh, no, this is where it's different, isn't it? Oh, no, there you go. Not different at all. It's different because it's in a different bit of the thing. Should I turn you lot off again? Because I bet you've put all my blooming inserters in the wrong... Oh, again. Okay. Have you put all... Yeah, you put all my inserters on here, haven't you? I don't want you doing that, because we want a bit of iron plate before we want any copper. Right. So I'll do it, you see. Right, so that's one of that, and we need... Oh, I can only make one of them. Brilliant. Let's pick... So that get me stone. So if I put one there and one on there... Flashing's driving me nuts. Planner use factory planner, it's pretty nice. It's confusing at first. Is that the the mod factory planner, you mean? Because I like the Factorio lab. But say no, I don't think any of those Kirks or anything do the thing. I think is this factory planner? No, that's Hell mod, isn't it? And that's I can't remember even what that stands for. I'll have a look for factory planner then and see if that's any better. But I remember giving this a go. Whoops. They're all confusing, these things. Maybe it's just my brain doesn't work in the same way. But it doesn't really add a recipe. So if we wanted to make... I think this is just numbers anyway. It doesn't really show you structurally. So if we wanted to make, say... See, why aren't inserters on that list? Oh, they're there. That's why. So we wanted to make them... And then add a line, oops, which is, say, belts. Oh, did I not do that? Doesn't it show me the total somewhere? No, didn't mean to do that. Delete that. I remember fiddling about with it and thinking it was better than whatchamacallit, but still not really liking it as such. Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. Factory planner then. Right. We need to get iron plate over here somehow. So, fortunately, I think I've ended up putting all the plumbing belts down, haven't I? Like an idiot. Or they did that anyway. Let's blame the bots again. I like blaming the bots. No, I've put it down properly rather than ghosting it. Like that. So we can pick this bit up as well. Ghost that. And then I need... So that would be, say, iron plate. Nope. Let's just get rid of all that. How much should give me? 36. So at least, oops, at least the iron plate will get down there. Now we need to put some coal into everything. So I think what we'll do, we'll just do a bit of a splitter madness, which we can't do. Got my iron plate. Hang on. Yeah, you little lads have got all my stuff. Right, let's put, say, 50 in there. Is that one connected? 50 in there. It's a bit premature ripping up the burner one, wasn't I? Oh well. What have we got in here? Didn't I put... Oh, I did. There we go. And the stone as well. Did that again. Right. Why aren't you making anything? Oh, you are. Right, let's go and see what we can salvage from up top. So, got some inserters. Got some belt. Not a lot, but a little bit. I might as well. Oh, let's just leave it. I was going to pick it all up, but let's just see if we can't. What are you... Oh, yeah, we're just waiting on the inserter parts, I see. So let's put those in. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. See, what does it keep zapping off? Is it grabbing... Yeah, they're grabbing stacks of wood, aren't they? Oops. I'm rubbish at that as well, grabbing one from the belt when you run up it. I always end up in the wrong place. Okay, so I grabbed a load of mob belt. So what we can do is we can take a little branch off here. Let's just do it here, just give a little room, because I do need to bring the stone over. Like that. Did I make it? I didn't make a splitter. Gonna need several actually. Yeah. Do that. I'm not going to hook the coal up just for the time being. So this would be the input coming from somewhere. This would be the output going somewhere. So that needs to go across there. That will be there. Like that. And then we hop, skip and a jump. Like this, but I'm not going to put those two in. But we want that one basically, because that'll feed both iron and copper. And then that goes across there. That like that. That's missing there. Yeah. So it needs splitters on all of them, but I haven't got the iron yet. How many more inserters can I add on? Let's do that under there. Nope, run out of undergrounds. Yeah. Okay, let's go and see if we can't get the stone over here. Except I haven't got any miners at all. Let's just steal one of the copper ones and one of the plate ones. So we can at least get some stone coming. We're going to need power. Well, I haven't looked at the power in a while. Oh, I've run out of power poles as well. Blimey. Oh, I've still got loads of power. Fine. Okay, and then we can use this guy. Where's a good place for this? Maybe that, there. Is that right? That doesn't look like it's covering it properly. No, that's okay. If I turn you guys on, you can do whatever's going there. Have you grabbed the power pot? Yeah. So I don't even know why they're doing that when they've got the blooming reactor on. The only thing I can think is that it's the old logistics while moving will stop them doing it, but I want them picking up and, you know, sending me stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Where are we going with this? Let's take it up here. Like that, please. I'm out of... yeah, out of help. Okay. Bit weird to double it back, but saves me an underground, I guess. Okay. So, what do we need? We need 1, 2, 3 splitters. 1, 2, 3 splitters. Doesn't sound right. And then we need 1, 2, 3 undergrounds. 3 of them. Can't make 3 splitters. Brilliant. You still going? That's 3 splitters. Okay. That. Oh, I'm missing undergrounds here. Like so. Like that. Hurrah and huzzah. We have a mini line of production. Oh, so I need to add steel on as well at some point. I've got so much copper. I don't know why I keep picking the copper up. Right. Because steel, you do it into steel plate, don't you? And then into steel beams. Because you have iron beams in this game, this mod as well. Greenhouses. Okay. I think that's what, when I was saying I don't know what was going on here, I think it must have been sand. It was like I was making sand, because you make it in the crusher. I was thinking of the Megadeth song when I see that. I just think, because obviously I don't want to, I'm like some rube, I don't, some idiot, I'm handcrafting a lot still. How about if I turn you 2 off? Because it's iron plate I'm really suffering for. So if I'm to do that and that, no, that, we'll at least get these ones running. Okay, let's go and tear up what we've got at the top. Or at least rework it, I guess. But so it's sort of in that, I'm in that unfortunate feedback situation of needing to make the things to make the things. So I'm just going to leave those there, but we'll pick all of this up. Can't pick them up, can I? And then I might as well grab these. I don't know if there's any long-term sort of use to, in fact, yeah, let's have that. Because it feed the power in at least. Do I want to chuck a load of stuff in there? We could stick me wood in. What do I need? I don't need burner technology anymore. We have moved to the electric age. Huh. I haven't got any certs to replace it with. What? 2 interviews missing construction room. Oh, I bet it's because it's assigned the jobs to something else. Right, okay, whatever. Yeah, so I think we're going to try and do... Guess what? I need wood as well, but I can just literally get the bots to hoover up, you know. Because I say I'm going to clear all of this out, so we can just get the bots to hoover all that wood up. And I've just... In fact, we could move the thing down. Because we need... How far up do the basic cards go? Well, they're quite a way. Because they're still using basic cards there. They get phased out eventually, but there's quite a lot of techs that still use them. Now, advanced cards don't use the thing, do they? They don't use wood. No. No, because that's all iron and copper type stuff. Okay. And then we need some of these green ones in not too distant future. But again, it's all iron and... Oh no, aren't the blank tech cards... They're wood, aren't they? No, it's iron, plate and copper. Okay. So it's just the basic ones that require wood. Well, for what I'm doing. But say I can just stick them in a big chest. Or that, you know, whatever it's called, shelter. I'm going to hoover them up from elsewhere, and I'm sure that would last us for absolutely ages. Okay, so idea then is how far over do I want to go? Because we are going to have more building stuff. But the early ones just use iron and copper and wood and stone and those sorts of things. I think. It's steel maybe, and that is more complicated. Glass. Yeah, so we do want a bit more room for additional sort of arrays. Okay. But I can do my usual trick of sort of... Oops. Feeding the science back on itself, basically. So we can put the labs here. And then just feed the cards back down. So I need a bit of room to make sure I don't overlap myself, but like that, and then so I say we'll have, oops, didn't know I even had any of them. So that, and then say that. Not sure how long these will last, but that. I didn't copy everything because I'm a silly person. Like that, like that. And inserters. Oh, still got inserters. There and there. Have I got any long-handed ones? I don't think so. Like that. So we just copy and paste that. And that. See, I'm defaulting to bus basically, or a sort of a miniature, a sort of a version of a bus. So if they end up being, we need 2 gap at least. So that needs to be there too. 4. Like that. Oh. Okay, like that. I'll need to run some power up to these as well. If I just take this way and we can change it. In fact, let's put run a power line along there. That's a bit better. I can connect this to the thing over there. Like so. That's a bit ugly. Well done. Like that. Yeah. And then he puts it in the over the top. Brilliant. Okay, so let's put in what we've got. So if I put say 50 in there, 50 in them, like that, and then after that, just chucking them in. It'll work itself out. Okay, so say we do need a bit of just in case space. Will that do? I've no idea. Let's turn these guys back on. and get some tree clearance going on there. And here. And then I guess this is where we'll start making stuff. So no, I mean that's probably way too much space, but whatever. Okay, so what we're going to make first? I guess transport belts would be very useful. So what are the recipes on there? They need gear wheels. But that then needs iron beams. And that needs automation cores. So it's all very different. Automation cores I should probably produce en masse. Because they're used in a lot of stuff. Yeah, so let's do a little almost green circuit style sort of production thing off the side here. Which are they actually going to leave text for the time being? Because there's sort of no point until I've actually made the next things. I mean, we could do that one. That would make sense. But, you know, it's not like I'm racing the biters or anything. So I think we'll do that one. So I've at least got the recipe for everything. These should be... That's the other thing. They don't store very much, do they? I'm used to having, you know, 100 plates in each one, but they don't store that sort of volume. Yeah, so I'm going to need steel and glass. So maybe if we put the automation... In fact, why don't we put the automation cores here? And then it doesn't matter. Yep. Yeah, that'll do. So, how do you make them? Copper, iron sticks, and iron gear wheels. You get 2 automation cores in 2 seconds. So effectively, I mean, you know, setting aside automation, blah, 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 ratios, etc., etc. It's 1 a second. And I don't think this changes, is it? Still 15 a second? That'd be a lot to make. But if we then make... what's the other ratio on it? So it's using iron sticks and iron gear wheels. But effectively... Well, I guess in theory, 2 of those a second. That's a bit hefty. Because they're 8. Sorry. Oh, no, you get... Yeah, it's half a second, effectively, isn't it, still? But with the ratios fiddled about with. Oh, that was quick. Yeah, so I say we'll leave science for a little bit, but we'll come back to it. And they're just iron plates, and again it works out as the same half a second, but you have to load more in and load more out. I never turned them off, did I? Yeah, okay. Right. I might as well hand make some of these then, since we're going to make... We need them before we can use them. And we'll now have copper there. How many have I got? Okay. There's a gap there for some reason. Okay. Could do with some lights. I don't think I researched lights, did I? No, I didn't. Maybe we could do... Did I research? No, I haven't. Let's do that then. And maybe we'll be able to see what we're doing then. But yeah, so I think, as I say, certainly this early thing is going to end up basically doing how I always do everything. Which is fine. I mean, I don't actually mind if I do end up with a bus style of thing. Right. Let's make it one further up. So we need a couple of machines. Other way. Bing bong bing. Okay, so we can now make some lights at last. Not that I want to make them yet. And then up the middle. Out that way. And then across. Like that. And we want in. Oh, it's some long-handed. Out. Oh, out belt as well. Marvellous. Right, so one of these is gear wheels. One of these is sticks. And then just leave a little gap in case I need to... Well, I need to feed copper in, don't I? So there's that. Do I need anything else? So if this is automation cores... Gear wheels, sticks. Yeah, so we can do the copper up here. Like that. I'll do that. Copy that across. Down there. Do that. So that'll be in, and that'll be out. Oops, out. You need that as well. Wait. Why is that not flipping? Oh, it is flipping. It's identical either way around. Brilliant. Right, so these need to go there, there, there. I've only got 3 belts. I bet I've used up all of that. Oops, missed. There we go. Got it sort of right that time. Wait. Right, so let's make more belts. More inserters. A few long-handeds. Right. Up there. Okay. And then we can just put this on the bottom, basically. We're going to need some more undergrounds. So that needs to be iron. We need a lot more undergrounds. So that'll be going up there. And then a split there. That. Underground you two. What's missing? So we need to fill that in. And then those should work once the belts get filled in. And then this is copper coming up, so we need even more of these. And then we want exactly the same thing-ish over here, except not. Gap for you. Like so. Splitter. Oops. Splitter. There. Okay. Starting to get somewhere. So making million inserters. I could use some of these loaders. Oh no, because that's more heavy on the iron. So probably easiest just to stick with old school machines for the time being. Did I make something? I did. there, output there. That should actually be like that. So you're going to get copper, iron plate, iron sticks and iron gear wheels, which will be made here. Both from iron plate. I can extend these up, obviously. It's just to build something. They're going around there. Might be sensible if that was on the minibus or whatever we want to call it. Can't even make any lamps because I need glass. Cool, so basically the output from this needs to go this way. And I guess rather ugly. Needs to do something like that. It's a bit unfortunate, but you. Yeah. Okay. Let's make some. Inserters. So they're iron plate and gear wheels. And then they're iron beams. How the heck do you make iron beams? Are they just made in regular assembly machines? Yeah, okay. So you don't need to re-smelt them or anything. Okay. I think we're going to make these locally effectively, so we'll just feed them in direct. And it'll be slow and horrible, but it'll just make us some stuff continuously and automatically. As I say, it's very much a Kickstarter, but a Kickstarter not actually knowing what the heck I'm doing. So I'm going to need a few of them. Right, so that's so we can make iron gear wheels, no problem. That's transports plus gear beams. Oh, they need automation cores, do they? Okay. Which is why I made them, obviously. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Right. And then you're in the inserter side of life. Okay. So it probably makes some sense to have these going onto the main thing. These ones, like a belt of them. Maybe I could split that and put them on. But I don't like it for the moment. If it turns out it's bonkers doing that, we shall correct. We shall change course. So first order of business: transport belts, which are iron. So I put that there. Make gear wheels. And I can feed that in direct. And you can put them in a chest. Like so. So I have iron plate coming down here. What little iron plate we can make. You also need extra iron plate, don't you? Yeah. Cap that off at, say, 400 or something. We'll then do... Let me think, because we need undergrounds and splitters, both of which... In fact, we also need loaders. It'd be good to get some of them made as well. So how about we build the loaders here? Because that's more gear wheels, so we can just sort of take that, clip it. Oh no, it needs... No, we'll do... Because that require... What does that require? So that's... The underground is iron beams, isn't it? And iron beams are literally just made in one of these. No, wrong recipe. So that's iron beams. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. And now I'll feed that into another one making these. And then we'll have an inserter here. Sorry, we'll insert those there, maybe? That's not great, is it? See, confounded even by the simplest of recipes. Because I want undergrounds just being made without parasitizing any into these, and then ideally what I want is separate inserter, separate machine. I've run out of assemblers. Separate machine, but then I need to feed steel beams in and them, and you see that needs, because what I'd like to do is feed that in to a machine making. To machine making, you can let me making those. And that needs automation cores and 9 gear wheels as well. You see, this needs gear wheels. So it could have sort of something horrible here. That is another gear wheels machine. That feeds both of them. Then you're getting the steel beams from there. And you're also getting the belts from there. And they both need gear wheels. So we could hive off that there. Iron plate, that gear wheels. Transport belts, okay. In that case, this can be an underground. Let's make a power pole there as well. What was I looking for? So it needs the belts there. This needs... that needs an output somewhere. What you need automation cores, don't you? Do you need no. So actually that can just be a diversion. Put them there, them there. Right, I'm doing that. I might as well do them all sideways. Just going to cut and paste it then, but the bots aren't on yet, are they? Sort that out for me, please. Don't go and fill those bots out. Typical. They've got very long ranges as well, those bots. Right, so a couple of stacks of that. 1 stack of that. Got 4 stacks of that. No, I haven't. 4 stacks of that. Just keep going as much as you can. It's basically the instruction there. We've got iron plate is... oh, this isn't connected. And the bots have messed it all up for me. Right, so the automation cores need coming down here as well. We're out of undergrounds. No. Okay. The underground splitter. I'm determined. I think once I've got the first few of these automated, that's when we'll knock it on the head. So normally stream sort of 3 hours on Saturday and Sunday each. Need to bring the copper in as well then, don't I? Need loads of these. Yeah, sort of enjoying this a bit more than I did, or I remember enjoying it when I tried it before. So that's good. So no problems continuing there. I'm keen to keep the old base in a book. I've given it a horrible title. But there you go. As per. So these are sufficiently quick. I mean, I knew they. I mean, these aren't gonna. Oh, is that even connected? No, it isn't. So it's run out of them anyway. But yeah, we don't really have anything enough to feed all of this stuff, and it's not working efficiently. But that's fine. That's not a problem. We just want to be able to make a handful. Fill those gaps in. So we want a split of automation cores there. So how are we going to do that? So if we underground there, that's all a bit messy. No, let's not do that. We'll feed it back on itself. So pop that under there. That to there. Split that down there. Like that. Oh, needs splitting, sorry. Oh. I don't really even need this until right the way down here. Right, so who needs what? Finally making some belts. Yay! Done it again. You need iron plate. You need iron plate, do you? You need belt and automation cores, okay. Cool. Okay, there we go. We have made our first automated production basic belt type things. Yeah, enjoyed that. I'd say I was a bit worried that I would have the same reaction that I did before, where it was a bit sort of like, we could put some floor down as well, since we made some bricks. Yeah, that would just be a continuation of me being a bit annoyed and a bit confused and what have you. Come here, bots. Yeah, of course you've got loads of rubbish. Of course you have. Yeah. Right. So, I'll probably stream this again next week. Both days. But, as I am quite keen to continue the... Can I just turn you two back on? Be a bit random. Continue the base in a book type series, the blueprint base. Because otherwise I'll completely forget. I did a test run of the very early stuff yesterday. And if I don't implement... I could do it in my own time, but I wanted to do it on stream. But I don't implement the changes that I realised I needed to make. And it was a couple of corrections, a couple of things that it could have been a bit better. But it worked really well. Or I was pleasantly surprised by how well it worked. Let's put it that way. So this all needs extending down and adding to, and we need to make inserters and blah blah blah. But much happier that this is going okay. Yeah, I mean, iron's just a pathetic dribble at the moment, but that's kind of what I was expecting. Why don't I chuck that in there? A bit more. Yeah. So, we're back next Saturday and Sunday with Factorio. In fact, let's put my schedule up. Put me schedule up, lad. Put me schedule up. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, so basically I stream the weekends. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Depending on your definition of weekend. And Fridays and Mondays are Dyson Sphere program. Doing really well with that series. It's my second playthrough. And I'm actually building a proper Dyson Sphere now. I didn't in my first playthrough because you don't actually need to finish the game. But I figure let's actually build one, and it's going really, really well, I would say. Stalled a little bit in the sense that I'm planning to build entire like solar systems with each of the sciences in, and that's going to take a while. But we're very, very nearly the end anyway. And yeah, it shouldn't be that long. I'm busy. So Monday we'll be picking up again, and I am automating the production of all of the production buildings, basically. So all of the excuse me, all of the manufacturing and all those types of buildings, and that'll then let me build. As I convert all of these planets into production planets, basically for science and everything else. So yeah, so it's going well. It's the one of the prettiest games I've ever played, I think, and the way it shows you things, the spectacle of it is like amazing. It's quite amazing from that point of view. I'll be interested. The big thing that's coming there is combat, so it'll be interesting to see how they actually do that. Because it kind of doesn't need it at the moment, but it might work quite well. It's one of those situations. So yeah, there's that. On tomorrow. And next weekend I will return with. We'll certainly do this one of the days. Whether I do an entire day as well, doing the blueprint series. Not sure on that, because I need to implement the changes and rethink a few things slightly. It's mainly about. What I need to do there is make everything a bit more modular. I was going for a modular sort of way of doing it anyway. But I think I need it to be a few more steps because it's a bit too. It's either sort of full on or nothing sort of thing. It's a bit strange. And some tweaks in terms of like combat stuff maybe would be useful. But yeah, so that's also going well, that series. My aesthetic series, basically, I've decided I need to do a load of work myself. And when I'll do that, I don't know because I haven't really got time. But I need to get that series isn't really working in the sense that. As I say, I kind of need to essentially plough through all of the sciences so that I'm ready to make these pretty bases that I keep talking about. Because at the moment it's just me grinding through science and like basic production after having grinded through the writers. Essentially need to unlock artillery. Well, I've unlocked artillery. I need to make a load of artillery and flatten out quite a lot of an area. So I'm not sure when that'll be coming back, but when it does, I'll have advanced it quite a bit. Yeah, so that's it for me for this weekend. You can also find me. Mic's in. That's not very good, is it? Microphone's in shot. So you can also find all of these series I'm talking about and VODs for them, and VODs for previous series I've done. So the Mega Base series and my There Is No Spoon series. The full live stream for my chat through of Friday Facts 367 last week should be going live. I've kind of on that one. I'm wondering if maybe we're all a bit wrong, or there's a bit more to it than just the space. Because I think I'm wondering if maybe it's also water, that there's some kind of like water-based type mechanic being in, because that new biter looks quite aquatic to me. And I'm wondering if maybe it just comes out of the water, but I'm wondering if we're going to get some kind of water-based, building in some way as well. Underwater, maybe. A new layer to the map, underwater, something like that. That will go live in about an hour or so, the full live stream. But everything else, is available on my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Twitter if you want. I just basically post when I'm going live, and that's about it, really. So if you have been watching, thanks for doing so, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. In fact, this has been Krastorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.